Hello, this is Mr. Huff, and let's talk a little bit about preparing drawings and datum measurements. So what you have to do first is look at your part and decide which view is going to give you the best front view, which one shows you the most about the profile and details of the object in question. So like this side might be a good one. I like this one best because it has the most information on it. So let's go look at the drawing. So you start a drawing. Notice how I've got the top, front, right, and isometric on the drawing, and this is using the custom drawing template that you built for me that has your name and that sort of thing automatically populated. One of the things we need to do is turn on the hidden lines. So let me do that. Alright, let's look at these drawings and figure out how to do datum measurements. Okay, for this drawing, let's start at the top and work our way across. So we're going to start dimensioning from this point to here and drop that right there. From that same point to here, get it centered, nice. And from this point to this line or point here and center that one. Okay, so that's showing you the data measurements across here. On this side we would go from here to here across the bottom, get that centered. And as I'm looking at this, I like this side better, so I'm going to undo that, and we're going to show the height information on this side. Alright, notice how I move these around so it's easy to tell where the measurements are, that there's no overlap and that sort of thing. And I will need to add one more from this edge to here. Again, notice how all of these measurements are referenced from this bottom edge. Next thing we need to add are some annotations for these radius values. And if you wanted to, you could add ×2, or you could just go down here and show the radius here. And also there is a hole callout in this one, so I'm going to go get the hole callout. So we're getting the hole callout. I'm clicking on the edge of this hole and dragging it down here, making sure there's no overlap. Okay, so now we have the width, we have the height. Now we need to do some of these up here. Because I have reference points here and here that I want to include, I'm going to measure everything from this edge. So we're going to go back to dimensioning, and we're going to go from this edge to this edge, center that, go from this edge to this edge, center that. And we also need to show this one here, but again we're going from the same edge, from this edge to this edge, showing that. The other thing that we're missing is the depth here, so we can show it up here on this one or on this one. The profile at the top is nice, so we're going to use that one. So we're going to go from center that, that's our overall, so it's going to be out here. Alright, since I haven't shown this thickness anywhere, obviously the best place to show it would be right here, but I'm going to do it right here just to keep all of these together. So it should be right here, but we're going to show it all here, so just to keep it clean. So I'm going to measure the thickness from here to here, and that's got to drop below the line, and then we're going to add one more from here to this edge. And we're going to make sure that's centered. Okay, let's see if there's anything else we need to talk about. So I have my top. I'm showing all the thickness, showing all the width. Oh, I duplicated here. See, these are duplicated. Yeah, I would take points off for that. So we're going to delete. This one shows the profile nicer. We need to get rid of this one. That's a duplicate. This one is not available here, and this one is not available there. So we got rid of the duplication. That was good. So we have everything about the width here and here and here. Everything about depth here, here, and here. And everything about height right here. The only thing left is we don't know where this is positioned. So let's add a center point on this hole. So we have a center point. And now we're going to measure from here to here. Let's go put dimension back on. And we're going to measure from this edge to this center point. Let me zoom in on that so we make sure we get it. And then we're going to put that where it belongs, right here. And we may need to go spread those out a little bit to make it easier to read. And the other thing we need to position this is from this bottom edge to here. We can't show it on this side because it doesn't have a center line, or it can't dimension to a hidden line, so we're going to dimension this here. So we're going to go from the bottom to the center point, and it didn't catch right. So I'm going to try that again. We're going to dimension from here to that center point and pull to the right, center this value, zoom out, and now we know where to position that hole. And again, we're referencing from this bottom edge for everything related to height. One other line I want to add, we need to do a 2-point center line, so we're going to grab, never mind, I'm not going to worry with that. It's all not a problem. Okay, so let's review what we did. We placed the top, front, and right projections, projecting from the front view from here to here, and here to here, and here to here. We made sure that we have everything related to width and height and depth described. We made sure to identify measurements for everything and placement for everything, including this hole. Notice that it's related to stuff we've already measured. And it's a good idea to choose one reference edge for all your measurements for one, size. Like the width is all taken from this left edge to the right, left edge to the right. The height is taken from the bottom to the top, and the depth is from the front to the back. All right. So that should be a good reminder, refresher, review for you to use so that you can properly dimension these. One change I would make is, let's move this up a little bit and move this up a little bit. It's a little bit congested. Make sure you're not overlapping things. Should be good to go.